fix your arm. I'm sorry if another worm comes out, y'all.
Don't do it.
I'm doing it. If another worm comes out. See, I think it's out. I think we've squozed the pimple. The yuckiness is out. I think we're safe. This is Gary.
He's going over to the minis.
He's getting them.
20. I rolled a 22. I don't know what you want me to tell you. While we are in the ship, we're gonna start over. While we're in the ship, I would look to Tybar and notice his bleeding arm. I want to go over to Tybar and do a medicine check and use my medical kit to try and heal his arm because it was pretty bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pay a plot point for there to be smelling salts in my bag that I just happen to smell to maybe cancel out some pheromones that I might be smelling?
You're going to take the smelling salt.
Yeah, well, I'm going to, to smell them. Yeah, like as I open my bag, I get a whiff of them. Does that make sense?
So it just happened to have broken.
Yeah, they were there. They were 100. Okay.
I really want the smelling salts.
Anyway, so I'm going to roll medicine for Tybar. I got a dirty 20 to heal his arm. I know it's not actually probably going to do much, but again, more like I wanted to smell the smelling salts and wake up.
You're non-magically trying to heal his arm. So like triple antibiotic ointment and some wraps and things like that.
I just have a basic med kit. I couldn't remember if I'd bought the more advanced like blood patches and stuff, but I couldn't afford them.
What you notice while you're doing that, so you get the whiff of smelling salt, that's going to allow you to make a will save. Now you're going to have to beat a 15 in order to regain control over your actions. Now you're still very attracted to her because there's two parts to what she does. There's a part where you're chemically affected, and there's another part where it overwhelms your natural thought. Your reptilian brain kicks in. So you want to see if you get your cerebral cortex back into.
Yeah, I want my brain back. Can I ask you a question before I roll?
Yes.
Am I gonna have to continue to make will saves like before?
Please, just roll the
I
dice.
was trying to decide if I wanted to use my crit or my nat 20. Oh wow, you're in timeout. That's a 3.
Matter of fact, you're trying to move up in queue to get attention from her.
My guys, my plan didn't work. Okay.
Roll for initiative.
So would I have noticed the flickering in the ship?
Yes, you have noticed that.
And I'm under her spell, and she's fixing my arm. I mean, Tybar would just be like, "Oh, that's weird," and not really do much of anything because he's not in a spot where you could see the woman, right?
No, not currently. You're in the back of you're in the middle of the ship.
All right, yeah. What about the wound on his arm? Can I just roll investigation or whatever, see if there's anything in my arm that's making it not stop bleeding?
Yeah, you can take a look.
Okay. I guess a medicine check would work. That's 21.
The bleeding isn't stopping for whatever reason, and normally you would have started to clot up a bit by now, especially with the field dressing that you put on it earlier. Mm-hmm. So that's a little bit concerning, and there's a bit of a putrid smell coming from it, almost if it started to go necrotic. Some of the tissues around it, and you can see a black line starting to spread out from the holes.
Okay. I'll think on what to do for the next time then.
And you notice your arm is also a little bit bigger than what is before. It started to swell or something like that. It's becoming quite painful.
Okay.
I am of the opinion that my I will roll. So I am prefacing that with this, but I'm of the opinion that since I am more closely related to a plant than a person, it will be easier for me to words are important that break
yes.
break
Because you gave me
under
point. Words are important.
Got it.
No, it'll be easier for me to get my reptilian brain or my plant brain back under control. It shall be easier.
Roll me a will check. You have to beat a 15, but we'll say you have a +2.
Maybe she smelled my salts.
I definitely smelt your salts I have a +2
Yes.
with a 30.
Okay. So you still find this woman incredibly attractive, and you're still like, yeah, your hormones are flying, but you can think more clearly. Like, wait a minute, we're in this strange ship about ready to take off. What's going on?
Like, I'm just starting to notice the ship around me. Like, this is not where we were. Okay.
Yeah, you remember
it's coming back
in.
to me.
You remember getting in, but as far as like, why would we have done that? This is weird. I don't know this person. Are we getting kidnapped? Is this a bounty hunter? Oh no.
Starting to shoot off spores of concern. Like, guys, I'm freaking out. What just happened?
Are you doing anything else?
No, because everything else I wanted to do, I had to have my mind back in order to do it.
The lady outside. You, Ashra, and the lady that you're with is looking outside, and this woman is away or something. And so she gets off the intercom. So she says that to you for when next it's your turn.
Okay.
And she's going to try, she has a magical heal. She's going to try and heal his arm using Bless.
How many points do you give him?
I give him a D12, and it's supposed to remove all negative status effects like the inability to clot, for example. So 3 hit points.
Woo!
Oh, don't be so fast. So you give him back just the 3 hit points. Okay. So what happens? Your arm starts to really hurt, like you've never felt anything like it before. You've gotten wounds before, but it feels like something's ripping out of your arm, and you see this thing start to bubble on your arm, and it starts to, the hole starts to push, and as the thing starts to crown, and all of a sudden this worm-like creature starts to come out, and like, and it flops onto the floor, and immediately starts to grow.
Why did you have to use the word crown?
You just gave birth, Tybar. Congratulations, you're a
Mazel
papa.
tov!
Now you're going to fight this worm-like creature. First, it's going to spit acid at Goblina. Well, it didn't get very high, so it's not going to do that. Definitely going to miss Tybar. That was just the spit in the room, and now it's going to take a bite at Tybar. It attacks you for AC 11, and I'm sure that's going to miss. But now that this happened to your arm, you're going to be weakened. That's going to affect all your different stats like that. So you're at a -2 for all your rolls.
So for the second part of my turn, there is a member of our team who has not yet been affected by her. Goblina's backpack shifts and shimmies, and Cherry pops her head out, looks around, blinks, and immediately flies out, and she's going to fly up to the controls, grab the forward ramp release, and pull it so that lady can come inside the ship.
The door's down.
She's going to fly over to the bounty hunter, grab her by her luscious red locks, and yank as hard as she can.
The door's down.
There's a door separating.
She's going to go over to the door, hit the button to open the door, fly through the door, grab the redhead, and throw her out the front.
You can have Cherry hit the button to open the door, but it's going to take a second to open, and there's no front to throw her out. There's only the back door.
Okay, I'll settle for picking her eyes out.
Okay, well, maybe next time, because the door is going to open this time.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
Yes, we're being hacked. See if you can unhack it.
So she's gonna unhack with 21.
You manage to beat the hacker, so you regain the flight control systems. And like, oh, good. You said, we have to get out of here before the bounty hunters come. They're going to be here any moment.
Vidrion, his Brenary side has started to come out a little bit in this moment, and so he is very anxious. So because he's not in the room with the immediate threat, he's actually going to go and find a quiet corner, and he's going to take out the whalebone carving that his father gave him as a child, and he is going to spend a resolve point to just rest while things are happening towards the front of the ship. He is going to use a resolve point to rest, to regain stamina, and because that's my favored object, I will also gain HP up to half my level. So I spend 1 resolve point, I gain all my stamina back, and I'll be back up to full hit points.
Okay. So I'm up on the flight deck, and I'm gonna turn to Cassiope, and I'm gonna say, well, why don't we just run her over? I'm just gonna run her over for you. It'll be fine. I'm gonna fly the ship. I'm gonna get ready to fly the ship. Does she stop me?
Yeah, she goes, I don't really want to like kill anybody. I mean, maybe Tybar can talk to her, or just fly over her or something. But I just don't want that on my conscience.
Well, I'll go talk to her. So I'm gonna walk towards the door to go to the back of the ship to go out to talk to her. That's the start of what I'm gonna do.
You can walk out to talk to her, and you can also talk to her over the intercom.
No, I think I'm gonna actually go outside the ship.
Okay. So
I don't know how far I'd make it.
You have this worm-type creature that's trying to attack you.
I'm probably gonna get distracted.
Tybar, you're in pain and you're fighting this worm creature, but you were also asked to go outside and deal with what's going on outside. So now you're sort of in a moral dilemma.
Yeah, that I don't. So what do I do?
Roll a will check.
That is a solid 14. Oh, well, 12, sorry.
It's not enough to override your instructions, but your natural instinct to protect, Ashra and even your new friend Goblina is not going to override that. So in your mind, you have to accomplish both. So you're thinking you have to defeat this creature or somehow get them to a safe, place, and then go outside and deal with this. So you can act against the creature. You're not just going to leave your friends behind, but you definitely want to get this over as quick as you can, because you got to go talk to that person because she asked you to.
Okay, so do I get to attack it then?
Yes.
Okay.
As far as kinetic goes, it has a 25 AC.
Oh, I forgot to subtract 2 anyway, so that's fine. I keep forgetting the 2, sorry.
Oh, and I forgot, it's your turn. You took 3 points of damage the first time and then 2 this time. So you're down an additional 5 from your bleeding damage from your arm.
The fortitude, the reflex, the will. Which one of those are you going to have us be rolling more to cancel out or go deeper into the effects of her pheromones?
So will affects whether you can still think for yourself or you're just totally swept away into it. The fortitude was to see if you were under its effects. So you are under its effects. So unless you do something that would cause you to be able to roll a fortitude, it's still pumping through your system and affecting you, though you can have moments of clarity because you made a will check.
So I am going to spend 1 resolve point and pump spores into the... I'm within a 20-foot radius of everyone, correct?
Everyone in the back. There's a door shutting you off, and it's definitely more than 20 feet to the front.
That's fine. The people in the back can be aided. So I'm going to spend 1 resolve point and pump spores into the air and give everyone a +2 to their will checks for the next 4 rounds. I have pluses.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you're going to cheat, just do it under the table.
I'm very aware that says one. So I'm just going to open the door and then end my turn. If I can't open the door. Can I open that door? Between the back where I'm at and the middle where Tybar, it looks like Tybar and Goblina are. Can I open that door? Or is it like sealed shut?
No, I knew what you were saying. I'm just waiting for you to finish.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to open that door and then it can be the next person's turn.
You open the door. You take 3 points of damage, and you're starting not to feel very well.
Is it poison?
Yes.
Then I don't take any damage.
Well, you're still from the acidic part of it. You're still going to take a bit of damage. The bad guy, or at least the lady in front, is getting mad. She's coming around the back of the ship.
Goblina has an empathic link to Cherry, so she can see that Cherry is going to attack this gorgeous redhead that is almost as important to her as Tybar, but it's complicated. It's complicated. Okay. So she calls out. She's like, Cherry, no, she's a goddess must never lower herself to do something. And then she sees Tybar fighting with this worm creature, and she goes, no, and so she's gonna try to grab the worm creature and pull it away from him, and throw it on the ground and put her shield on top of it to trap it.
Well, roll an attack.
11.
That's not going to be enough, considering also because you have to do, it's kinetic armor plus 8. So unless you have some sort of other re-roller points you need to add to it, then yeah, that's you want to, okay, you're going to add. So you actually got 20.
Yay!
For this particular creature, I won't take your token. It's actually not enough.
She bit off more than she could chew.
Yeah. This thing is really slippery and it's kind of formidable.
So she grabs it. She's like, don't worry, I'll save you. I'm not doing this because I like you or anything. I would do this for anybody. Cherry opened the door last turn, so now with a mighty gust of wind and perfectly coiffed feathers, she flies in there and attacks the evil seductress and reduces her charisma by slashing her across her perfect face.
She can try.
11.
That is not enough, right? And in fact, lady does this whole hair flick sort of bend thing to get out of the way, and now have Cherry make a fortitude check
No!
of 16.
Cherry rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
Cherry sits on this lady's shoulder and
You traitor!
is now nuzzling her neck, and she's going, "Oh, nice bird, nice bird."
You traitor!
The poor bird.
Joy's going to be worried about her crew members, even though she's enamored with this person. She still, is the captain. So she's going to go figure out what's going on. And so as she turns around and goes through the door, she's going to see the worm and attack the worm.
It died.
Death to the worm!
Woo!
Good
It really
job.
did die that turn.
Captain saves you again, guys.
Always.
Thank you, Captain, my captain.
Okay, so, well, now that the worm's dead, I guess I'm gonna just go back down towards the door. I'm gonna be, like, I don't know, how far can I make it? Can I make it out the door to talk to the angry lady or not?
So you're about there, and you can move. You can get pretty much to the door itself. Now
Okay.
that's move and take an action. Now, if you just wanted to, well, you're still gonna have to take an action to open the door.
So
But
that way.
normally you could move more than that.
Yeah, my action would be to open the door. But I would also have, like, if she's coming and swinging and gonna hit me, I would have my angry cricket ready to hit her.
We're gonna go to Tybar, which you take 3 points of damage. You gonna have anyone heal you?
I mean, I got people around me, and I'll just okay, I got this, I guess, and then I'm gonna start walking towards the lady because that's what I was told to do.
Basically, walk, most of the way there.
So I was gonna heal Tybar, but you said that too suspiciously, and now I'm thinking that if I try and heal Tybar, more worm things are going to sprout from his arms. So I love you, but I'm not healing you.
She's so selfish. You guys should remember this.
I mean, you do you.
I am going to do me. So both doors are now open, right? So there is a straight shot to our seductress, correct?
Well, yeah, because she basically walked to the door and then opened it. So yes, this is a straight shot.
Okay. Within 6 squares of movement, may I get to her? I'm going to use Mind Thrust on our seductress to try and cripple her at the very least. She can attempt a will save to half the damage. So if she succeeds,
Okay,
she gets
so
half. The number she needs to beat, I think, is 21.
and so what you're telling me, I just have to beat a 21.
22, I lied. Sorry.
No.
Okay. I will calculate damage and get back to you.
This lady walks up, right? And she goes, I gave you one simple instruction. Don't go to the Absalom Station. And what the... And she's... And then her spell is going to go off.
So when I started to open the door, I readied an action to attack her.
Okay.
If she came in like all violently, can I attack her?
You can.
Okay. I'm gonna use my angry cricket. So first I have to roll a strength DC to see if I can like not fall on my butt. I 4 to 4. I'm gonna fall on my butt. Cool. So I get a negative on the attack. Okay.
I'm gonna have Bubblegum, because he hasn't done anything, see if he can well, it's basically we'd have to try to make a dex to...
Is he gonna ghost help me?
Well, he was I didn't roll terribly high and there's someone in the way, so he's all he could really do is sort of brace the wheelchair, so you're not gonna, so that it still might go wildly off,
Right.
but you're not gonna be knocked prone.
So okay.
He's not gonna be able to get to you.
So I still need to suffer the negative on the attack roll
Yes.
then? Okay. Alright. Well, then I'm gonna roll to attack. That's better. 13. It have to negative 10 when I'm prone or when I fall over. So.
Yeah. So as far as that goes, you don't hit her, but since you're falling back, you basically blow a big chunk off the top of the shuttle.
Sweet.
Right? So you see parts of it just go flying everywhere. Just go flipping away, and there's a loud bang, and everyone has that ringing in the ears now.
But does the ringing in the ears wake us all up from this hot lady?
Let me
You think about it. You just think about it.
I did 49 points.
49 points of damage. 49 points of damage. So she gets out, I told you not to do it, and she slides down the ramp. The other lady came out, and she goes, you killed somebody.
Ooh.
You blew up my shuttle.
Oh.
Oh my God. This was a rescue mission. What are you doing?
We don't. I know. I shoot. I fall. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
And she goes, he's I was trying to keep you guys safe and out of trouble. He's gonna kill me. Oh, this isn't going to plan. I need to think. I need to think. Where's that Brenary? I need something to hug. So she goes over to you and she's like, she's hugging you, and she's like, yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be Oh, nice. And so she's going like that to you.
I'm actually going to do a will save
Sure.
because my sense of smell is very attuned, and I would know my girlfriend's scent.
Now you know that's not her, your girlfriend. Now she used the name. She never actually said she was your girlfriend. So keep that in mind. She said that was her name. But yes, you know that's not her if there was any confusion before. But she is still fine. She is still very good looking. And you're like, I mean, your girlfriend's far away. I mean, different solar system. It doesn't really count, right? I mean,
What happens in Absalom stays in Absalom.
But did my blast to the wall knock us back to our senses? I really was gonna say something important and then I forgot what it was. So
okay. So as long as you guys can roll above an 8 for a will check, you can get knocked back to your senses because of the ringing in your ears, and all.
Listen, Cassiope. I do not care who you are, but I really would like to know who you are. Diplomacy check.
She goes, listen, I really was trying to save you guys. There's a bunch of bounty hunters after you, and I was trying to get you out of here, and I was doing it as a favor, and I wasn't asked to do the favor, but now my shuttle's trashed, and we can't leave this way, and now we've killed somebody, and so we're probably all going to get arrested, and that's not how this was supposed to happen, and I don't want to go back to jail. This was just supposed to be a goodwill thing, and now I don't know what's going on. And she just starts crying, and things aren't going well for me today.
It's okay. It's okay. And I hug her.
So, with all this going on, Tybar is going to be like, guys, the room's spinning, and he's going to fall flat on his face.
Tybar is down. And so the lady goes, oh no, your friend's down. And so she seems to be concerned about that too.
okay, well, that changes what I was gonna do. I am very concerned about Tybar. I am going to use one of my med patches. It adds an extra +10 plus my regular bonus to my check to fix your arm. I'm sorry if another worm comes out, y'all.
Don't do it.
I'm
Don't
doing
do
it.
it.
If another worm comes out, see, I think it's out. I think we've squozed the pimple. The yuckiness is out. I think we're safe.
This is Gary.
He's going over to the minis.
He's getting the
20. I rolled a 22. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's either I let you die
Cut
or
off his
I
arm?
fix you. And Ash would fix you. She doesn't know what came out of your arm. She wasn't there when it crowned.
Oh, no.
Cut
Not
off
crowned
the
again.
arm?
Well, a couple things happen. One, now your arm really, are you passed out?
Yeah, I rolled a 3 on that d20. I don't know what you want me to roll for to see if I stay up, but I rolled a 3, so I just kind of went with it.
Then yeah, we'll just say you're out for now, and you take an additional 1 point of damage, and another worm creature
Yeah.
comes out of your arm. Are you attacking the lady who brought you on the shuttle, or are you trying to heal Tybar, or what's going on? So
I'm going to check Tybar's arm to see if where the 2 larvae have already come out, if those spots are coagulating.
okay. So roll your check, and in between, I'm gonna see what Joy is doing.
Does anyone want to kill the worm that just showed up?
Yeah, we're going to do that next.
I got a 23.
Hey, thanks for letting us know there was a bad guy that we could have escaped. Jeez.
I mean,
Okay.
fine.
So you got a 23. Yeah, those holes are closing up, but the other ones really seem to, well, they've stopped bleeding as much, whereas the other holes seem to be getting worse. They're getting like necrotic. And matter of fact, what was cut off on you before?
I don't know. I don't No,
You said a piece of your side or something.
I
like
don't
that?
know. I know I cut something off of me, but
And then you reattached it last time.
You did this, and so I assumed it was part of your arm.
Sure, we'll say a part of
She
my
didn't
arm.
really reattach it. She pretended to, and it
Yeah.
fell off and died. Yeah, she didn't really reattach it.
Well,
It's fine. I can pull off my arm and it'll be okay.
So your arm starts hurting, right? And then, because as you're checking that out, trying to see what's going on, it's like moving those two close to each other has triggered something, and the holes start wiggling and moving, and your arm starts hurting, and you feel this thing starts ripping out of your arm, and there's an intense amount of pain, and you take 4 points of damage, and there is a second creature now come out of the arm. You hear a voice call out, "I will give you a cure for the creatures if you give me Tybar. The rest of you can live and leave. I will not hunt you. I will not pursue you. I'm only here for Tybar. In fact, I will give him the cure, and he will face justice, but he will not die by my hand. You have my word."
Goblina stands up to her full height of 3'1", and she said, "No way! We would never give up Tybar. Tybar is the best part of this group. He said that he likes short girls, and he said he took me dancing. He took me dancing, and he saved me, and he did the princess carry. We're not giving him up, ever."
Who said that they wanted to take Tybar? Was it the... Oh, it's a disembodied voice. Okay, I missed that part. How many holes are on his arm?
There are several holes on his arm, and we're going to do... there are 9 total.
Does that include the ones that have already coagulated?
Yes. So 7, and then you have on her arm as well. Oh, you're doing a crit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And which one?
The orange one.
Decent AC, but it doesn't seem to have a lot of hit points. There's a little secret to that, and then eventually you guys might figure out.
Ash, I know you're not going to like this, but I think we should remove his arm. It will eliminate the problem. We can have Goblina burn the arm as soon as we have removed it. Goblina, this is the only way we can save Tybar.
What? No, wait, no. You can't just assign this to me. Why do I gotta burn it?
So I'm
Oh, I'm
performing a
not burning,
melee
guy.
attack on Tybar's arm.
Okay.
You're gonna half it hard, dude.
I got a 12.
Yeah, that's not even like half.
Okay, so this is what happened. You see this little furry creature goes, "I am sorry about this." Dink! Oh no, so embarrassing.
Well, that could have gone better.
Goblina's gonna tackle him to try and stop him from hitting his arm.
Well, there's a dink, and all of a sudden, there's a 3-foot,
One.
3'1".
3'1", like 35-pound creature hurling at you.
33. Gee.
So you can make your attack, but you have to, for his AC, you're gonna have to hit his kinetic armor class +8 if you're trying to tackle him. What'd you get?
11. Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the bonus, it's a 31, buddy. I'm sorry.
And so it's a comedy of errors. A sword comes down or knife, and it goes dink, and all of a sudden there's a and
It's like in The
nothing.
Princess Bride when he's like, and the giant guy's just standing there. She like tries to suplex you.
Oh, goodness.
It's everybody's turn. Go.
No, it's my turn. I'm
Bum
gonna
rush.
shoot with my angry cricket at the guy, the wormy guy. And I'm gonna scream at the voice, "I don't know who you are, but you can't have my best friend."
This went well.
So I'm gonna fall on my butt. I rolled a 3. But that's just to fall on my butt. That's not my actual, like, attacked hit. So
Mhm.
it could get better.
Uh-huh.
Shh, could. I get a +9 if I roll really high. Just move on. It's fine.
What'd you get?
I got a 9. It's fine. I fall on my butt. Now I'm prone. Does Bubblegum catch me this time for real?
Princess style.
No, he gets a 2. He lifts up the wheelchair to try to catch you, and that facilitates you falling under the wheelchair. So, oops.
Maybe you should just hit it, Bubblegum. You're super strong. Oh, this is going well.
So now you blow off a different part of the roof. So this was a very nice shuttle at one point.
Don't worry, I'm gonna fix it.
Uh-huh.
So, but you're blowing holes in it, and so yeah, this is
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
Okay. Tybar, you take 1 point of damage.
Okay. And then, do you want me to do any rolls to see if I come back to consciousness or anything, or?
Yeah, because you're not out of hit points, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you can come back around to consciousness. So like long as you don't like get above 5.
I got 19.
Okay.
Somebody rolled good.
Okay, hold on. I got something for this. Just gonna find it.
Jerry, can I do that?
Okay, hold on.
I was waiting patiently.
Yeah, I hit the button green.
Gary, can I do a thing? Oh, that made my night. I was just gonna say, since she knocks herself down several times this episode, you should get a little footage of her model going, ah! Like that, and then play the same clip every time.
I'll scream for you.
Wilhelm scream.
Mhm.
Tybar. So you manage to wake up. So you're prone. So your action can be get up, or you can say something, but you can't do a lot.
I'll just very groggily, because Tybar's a fighter, and he'll just start getting up. It's okay, guys. I got this. I think.
Good Lord, didn't anybody here subscribe? Thank you.